What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to ChatGPT Insights. The tech world is moving at lightning speed, and if you miss even a day, you might miss a game changer. Today, we've got a rapid-fire roundup of the most critical updates you absolutely need to know. From AI breakthroughs that are reshaping how we create to new models challenging the giants, and even a look at the environmental footprint of our favorite AI tools, plus a critical study on AI's role in mental health support, we're diving deep into it all. Get ready for a packed show. You won't want to miss this one. Let's get into it. First up, Google is dropping a bombshell in the AI image generation space. We've seen the rumors, we've seen the hints, but now it's official. Google's new image AI is here, and it's being hailed as a revolution. This isn't just another tool. It's poised to change the game for everyone using AI for visual content. We'll break down exactly what makes this so powerful and how it stacks up against the competition. Then, we're shifting gears to Microsoft's ambitious move in the AI arena. They're not just playing along anymore. They're launching their very own in-house AI models, aiming to directly rival established players like OpenAI and Google Gemini. This is a massive statement of intent, signaling a new phase of intense competition and innovation. We've got the details on what these new models are and what they mean for the future of AI. Next, we're going to take a hard look at the unseen costs of our AI interactions. A new study is shedding light on the energy consumption of Google's Gemini. How much power does a single query really use? We're talking about comparisons to everyday appliances and the carbon footprint involved. It's a crucial conversation about sustainability in the age of AI. And finally, we're addressing a critical and sensitive topic: AI's reliability in mental health support. A new study has put popular AI chatbots to the test, specifically looking at how they handle suicide-related questions. The findings are eye-opening and raise important questions about safety and efficacy. We'll cover what the research discovered and what it means for users seeking help. Stick around, because this is information everyone needs to hear. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Google's image AI is here, and it's a revolution. Google unleashes its groundbreaking AI image processing tool, set to redefine visual content creation. In a move that has sent ripples through the tech industry, Google DeepMind has officially unveiled its new AI image processing tool, previously hinted at under the codename Nano Banana. This launch marks a significant moment, as the tool is now available to all Google Gemini users, positioning it as a leading contender in the AI image generation space. The platform where AI models are benchmarked, LM Arena, already lists the model as Gemini 2.5 Flash Image Preview, where it's clearly dominating the competition, outperforming models from Germany's Flux and OpenAI's GPT Image 1. Google elaborates on the core strength of this new model: unparalleled consistency in image generation. The company highlights that subtle imperfections can make generated images feel close but not quite the same, particularly when depicting familiar subjects like friends, family, or pets. This new update is engineered to ensure that individuals and their beloved animals retain their authentic likeness, regardless of stylistic alterations, such as trying out a retro hairstyle or dressing a pet in a whimsical outfit. The AI's ability to maintain the integrity of the subject while executing creative prompts is a significant leap forward. The capabilities extend far beyond simple edits. Users can upload a photograph and use text prompts to modify elements like clothing or the surrounding environment. For instance, a user can change their attire or the background of a scene, with the AI meticulously adhering to the prompt to create a new version that seamlessly matches the original image's composition and subject. A compelling example provided by Google involves merging photos. Users can upload images of people and a location, then instruct the AI to place them together in that new setting. The company demonstrated this by combining a photo of a woman and her dog, then prompting the AI to depict them on a basketball court, resulting in a natural-looking composite image. This enhanced consistency addresses a major hurdle faced by existing image AIs, where maintaining the subject's original appearance across multiple edits has been a persistent challenge. Whether altering backgrounds, adjusting poses, or changing outfits, the new Google model promises to preserve the subject's core identity. This could drive a substantial surge in Google Gemini's user base, especially among those who primarily utilize AI platforms for image generation, potentially making Nano Banana a true disruptor. Furthermore, the tool supports iterative editing, allowing users to break down complex visual changes into sequential steps. Imagine starting with a photo of an empty room and first instructing the AI to repaint a wall. In a subsequent step, furniture can be added, and in a final step, decorative items can be placed. Crucially, each modification is applied while preserving the integrity of the previously edited elements, ensuring a cohesive and precise final output. This granular control opens up vast possibilities for detailed visual customization, from redecorating living spaces to matching clothing patterns from different images. Users are encouraged to explore the tool's potential for altering home designs, personal wardrobes, or even replicating specific design elements, such as a handbag's brand pattern. The ability to transfer visual attributes, like a butterfly pattern from one image to a dress in another, is now within reach. Regarding availability, Google stated that the updated image editing function is accessible in Gemini starting today. However, initial reports indicate that while visible in Google AI Studio, the feature is not yet fully functional in the Gemini apps or web version, with users encountering errors. This suggests a phased rollout, and users may need to exercise patience. In the meantime, exploring potential use cases and preparing for experimentation is advised. Industry observers note that this advancement could significantly impact the demand for professional photo software like Adobe as more users turn to AI for their visual editing needs. Google also confirmed that all images generated or edited within Gemini will be watermarked, both visibly and invisibly through SynthID, to clearly identify them as AI-created content. Users are reminded to be mindful of this when using the tool. This powerful new image generation capability from Google is certainly a major development, but it's not the only big AI news this week. Microsoft is making its own bold move, launching in-house AI models designed to directly challenge the dominance of industry leaders. Microsoft launches first in-house AI models that will rival with OpenAI, Google Gemini. Microsoft unveils its proprietary AI models, signaling a strategic shift towards independence and intensified competition in the AI landscape. Microsoft has officially announced the release of its first fully in-house developed AI models, MAI Voice 1 and MAI 1 Preview. This launch represents a significant milestone in the company's aggressive artificial intelligence strategy, aiming to establish a strong, independent AI infrastructure. MAI Voice 1, engineered for natural speech generation, is already being integrated into features like Copilot Daily and podcast functionalities. Concurrently, MAI 1 Preview, a foundational text-based model, is available for public testing via LM Arena and is slated for introduction into select Copilot applications. Mustafa Suleyman, the leader of Microsoft's AI division, highlighted in a recent interview that the development of these new models prioritized efficiency and cost-effectiveness. MAI Voice 1 operates on a single GPU, a testament to its optimized design for natural speech. MAI 1 Preview, the text model, was trained using approximately 15,000 NVIDIA H100 GPUs. This figure is notably lower compared to competitors. For instance, xAI's Grok reportedly utilized over 100,000 GPUs. Suleyman emphasized a forward-looking approach to model training, focusing on the strategic selection of data and minimizing computational waste by excluding irrelevant tokens. This initiative underscores Microsoft's strategic intent to reduce its dependence on external partners, particularly OpenAI, despite its substantial investments in the company. By developing its own foundational AI technologies, Microsoft aims to position itself as a direct competitor in the rapidly evolving AI race. Suleyman acknowledged that achieving parity with established players will require time and a sustained effort, outlining a comprehensive 5-year roadmap backed by consistent, quarterly investments. This long-term vision is crucial for building and scaling its proprietary AI capabilities. The timing of this announcement is particularly relevant given growing concerns within the industry about a potential AI bubble and the sustainability of the current rapid development pace. Microsoft's proactive strategy appears designed to ensure the viability of its independent AI push, irrespective of potential market fluctuations or shifts in partnership dynamics. The core challenge for Microsoft will be demonstrating that the substantial resources and inherent risks associated with in-house model development yield greater long-term value compared to simply leveraging existing partnerships. Despite these challenges, Microsoft appears resolute and confident in its strategic direction. The company expressed having big ambitions for the future, emphasizing that progress will not solely depend on creating larger models, but on orchestrating a diverse ecosystem of specialized AI systems tailored to various user needs and operational contexts. This multi-model strategy, Microsoft believes, holds the potential to unlock significant long-term value and solidify its position as a formidable player in the next era of AI advancement. Microsoft's move to develop its own AI models is a significant competitive play. But what about the resources these AI systems consume? We're now looking at the energy cost behind AI, specifically what it takes to run a query on Google's Gemini. A Google Gemini query requires as much energy as a second of microwave operation. Google provides unprecedented details on the energy footprint of its Gemini AI, revealing the power demands of a single query. Google has officially disclosed specific data regarding the energy consumption associated with its AI service, Gemini. According to a report cited by MIT Technology Review, a single text-based query processed by Gemini consumes an average of 0.24 watt-hours, WH, of electricity. This energy usage is notably equivalent to the power required to operate a microwave for 1 second. Furthermore, each query results in an estimated 0.03 grams of CO2 emissions and utilizes approximately 0.26 milliliters of water, roughly 5 drops. Google emphasizes that this report represents the first detailed and comprehensive energy consumption data released by any major AI provider in the industry. The figures encompass not only the direct operation of tensor processing units, TPUs, but also the broader data center infrastructure. Specifically, the energy allocation breaks down as follows: 25% for server CPUs and memory, 10% for backup systems, and 8% dedicated to cooling mechanisms. Over the past year, Google has achieved a remarkable 33-fold increase in Gemini's efficiency, attributed to significant optimizations in both its models and underlying software. However, the data currently provided by Google pertains exclusively to text-based queries. More complex operations, such as in-depth book analysis or multimedia processing tasks, are acknowledged to require substantially more computational resources and, consequently, higher energy consumption. It is also important to note that Google calculates its emissions based on its own agreements for purchasing clean energy. This methodology results in an average emission factor that is approximately 3 times lower than the average associated with conventional power grids. Industry experts have lauded this report as the most thorough study conducted in the field of AI energy consumption to date. Nevertheless, they caution that a complete assessment of Gemini's overall environmental impact cannot be made without information on the total volume of queries processed globally. Understanding the scale of usage is critical for contextualizing the per-query energy data. This detailed insight into AI's energy demands highlights the growing importance of sustainability in technology development. As AI becomes more integrated into daily life, understanding and mitigating its environmental footprint will be crucial. The significant efficiency gains achieved by Google in just 1 year demonstrate the potential for ongoing improvements through technological advancements and software optimization. Understanding the energy cost of AI is vital, but equally important is understanding its impact on users, especially in sensitive areas. Our final story looks at a critical study examining how AI chatbots handle sensitive mental health queries. AI chatbots inconsistent on suicide-related questions, study finds. A new Rand Corporation study reveals significant inconsistencies in how popular AI chatbots respond to suicide-related queries, raising concerns about user safety. Researchers from the Rand Corporation have conducted a comprehensive study evaluating the performance of three widely used AI chatbots: OpenAI's ChatGPT, Anthropic's Claude, and Google's Gemini, when presented with suicide-related questions. The study found that while these AI tools generally provided more consistent and appropriate responses to queries categorized as very low risk and very high risk, they exhibited notable variability and struggled with questions falling into an intermediate range of risk. The research, published in the journal Psychiatric Services, involved posing 30 distinct suicide-related questions to each chatbot, with each question asked 100 times to ensure reliability and identify patterns. The responses generated by the chatbots were then meticulously compared against assessments made by expert clinicians to gauge accuracy and safety. Key findings indicated that ChatGPT and Claude typically responded appropriately to very low-risk questions, such as factual inquiries about suicide rates in specific regions. Crucially, they also demonstrated a tendency to avoid providing direct, potentially harmful information for very high-risk questions, like those detailing methods of suicide. Gemini, however, showed more inconsistency, occasionally declining even low-risk questions. The most significant area of concern was the intermediate-level questions, for example, requests for recommendations for individuals experiencing suicidal thoughts. Across all three systems, responses to these queries were unpredictable. At times, they offered helpful guidance, while at other times, they refused to answer altogether. Ryan McBain, the study's lead author and a senior policy researcher at Rand, commented on the findings, stating, "This work demonstrates that chatbots are aligned with expert assessments for very low-risk and very high-risk questions, but there remains significant variability in responses to questions at intermediary levels and from one chatbot platform to another." He further emphasized that these inconsistencies underscore the critical need for further refinement in AI development, suggesting that methods like reinforcement learning, guided by clinical professionals, could enhance the safety and effectiveness of mental health information provided by large language models. These findings amplify existing concerns that AI-powered chatbots, which are now being utilized by millions globally, could potentially offer harmful advice to individuals in mental health crises. Previous incidents have highlighted instances where chatbot interactions may have inadvertently encouraged or exacerbated suicidal behavior. The study, supported by the National Institute of Mental Health, involved co-authors from Rand, the Harvard Pilgrim Health Care Institute, and the Brown University School of Public Health, underscoring the rigorous nature of the research. In sample responses analyzed, both Claude and ChatGPT eventually included warnings for users to seek professional help, but often only in the final lines of their replies, raising questions about the timeliness and prominence of such crucial advice. We've covered major AI advancements, energy impacts, and critical safety concerns this week. It's a lot to take in. Let's quickly recap the top stories and then tell you how to stay connected with all the latest AI news. And that's a wrap on another essential update from the world of AI. We saw Google officially launch its revolutionary image AI, Microsoft firing back with its own in-house models, a deep dive into the energy cost of AI queries, and a crucial study on chatbot performance in mental health scenarios. Stay ahead of the curve, like this video, subscribe to ChatGPT Insights for more, and hit that notification bell. Follow us on all social platforms to keep the conversation going. We'll see you in the next one.